My handsome husband Henry and I had been married for 8 years and had no children. We had tried so hard to have one, and it now looked like we were to remain barren. "I want a family," I complained to him. "That is the main reason one gets married, isn't it? I mean, besides being in love. I want a part of me to live on after I'm dead." He shook his dark head. "You will live on yourself, you know, in heaven." His brownish blue eyes took on a sad gaze. I smiled, believing this with all of my heart. I had been reared in a Christian home with good, strong values. I went to church most of my life. However, recently, I had been lagging behind some. My mind seemed confused as to which denomination had the correct doctrine. Reading just about every one of their minutes never helped either. In fact, it made me more confused. Before I could comment any further on the subject, our phone rang. Answering it, I said, "Hello." Some way, I just felt that something serious was wrong with Mom. Modell, my brother, said through the phone, "Mom has taken ill. Can you take her to the hospital? I have to go to work now." After I told Henry what was going on about Mom, he jumped up and headed to the front door. He and I rushed to the Jeep, got in, and sped toward the old farmhouse near the Natural Tunnel State Park in Clinchport, Virginia. We got out and walked up the winding path to the yard and the white planked house. The door was unlocked. We entered and found Mom, pale-looking, lying on the sofa in the living room. She was breathing heavily, and her hands were clammy. "Mom," I whispered with panic in my voice, "what happened to you?" Catching my breath, I reached over and touched my trembling lips to her forehead. She mumbled something, but her speech was slurred. I knew that something was terribly wrong. Being about 28 years old at the time, I was mature in many things, but immature in others. It did not even enter my mind that Mom could possibly die. After all, didn't death happen to someone else and not to your family members? "Mom," I said as I lifted her head into my hand, "I am going to take you to the hospital. I will call 911 right now." She managed a weak smile and begged, "No, let me ride in your Jeep. I feel better, honestly." Then she sat up. Now her speech had improved. I thought that perhaps her sugar had just dropped or something. I rushed to the refrigerator and returned with some orange juice. Raising her to a sitting position, I gave her slow sips of the juice. She appeared to improve, but I still was determined to take her to the hospital and have her checked out.